So today is day 18, and I guess I really wanted to talk about volunteering. So I've been volunteering for a bit now, and I've looked at both sides of this sort of debate, whether volunteering is useful and whether it's bad. And I used to be part of the side that volunteering is just useless because you're putting 3 hours for complete strangers, and these 3 hours could be better used in a lot of other ways. For example, investing in yourself, right? If you took those 3 hours and you put it towards your work, you can get a little bit further with your work, and these hours accumulate, of course. Or you can take these 3 hours, get a little bit more sleep in. I think 3 hours is a wonderful nap. Or those 3 hours could be used to make a new hobby. I thought that why put those 3 hours in volunteering when they can all just return to yourself? And also just the macro details where not everyone's going to volunteer, and that's pretty much a given. So why should you volunteer if your 3 hours isn't even going to amount to that much? But after volunteering for this past month, I've changed my perception on this a lot. And I've came to the conclusion that volunteering, while it is useful for the people who you're volunteering for, and I have made real impact on that, the really thing I've noticed for me personally is volunteering is more useful for me than to them. So what I've been is that I've always tried to work on myself for this past year, right? And I've hit lots of roadblocks. I've lost money in terms of trading. I've also just seen people who are a lot more successful than me putting in what I see as less work. And so I've really felt hurt at times. But what volunteering has really allowed me to do is take a look at the situation and understand that I'm not in a place where I'm stuck. And it takes a lot to understand that. And I feel like people, despite feeling privileged and all of that, they don't really understand that where they are is completely solvable. In the moment, it feels like a rush of emotions, and I totally get that. I feel like that constantly when I hit a roadblock. I've not been as successful as I've wanted, and there's a clear disconnect between my ideal self in psychology, as I say, and where I want to be. And so because of that, it's really overwhelming. But because I'm volunteering, I'm able to take that whole entire situation and go slowly, step by step, and really improve myself. And I think that it takes a lot to learn that, and you really need to be in the picture of volunteering to see that. It's easy to just admit, oh, I'm more privileged than a lot of people. I understand that. I see people on the street, homeless, all of that. But it takes really to help them to understand where you are. And then, of course, I've just helped people, and I've seen their lives get better. I've seen their pure gratitude, all of that. And that really does offer a good sort of boost in your positiveness and morality. So I think everyone should volunteer, especially if you feel like you're in enough time, if you need more time in that. Anyways, today's day 18. Go volunteer. Put in some time every single week. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.